hopefully got you in a very reflective mood, and just such a gorgeous prayer, such a gorgeous melody, and a nice arrangement. Sorry, I need to change something here. Thank you so much, and for those of you who are new, we do silent applause here, which is great for reflective music too. And Laurie Maskin is here, and Laurie, can I bring you on camera? so that would be good. So Laurie is my niece, and she's a rabbi, and I invited her over. You can imagine how busy rabbis are right now. She's got so many services going on, so I'm going to bring you on camera. I'm going to try this. And let's see. Sorry. Okay. Kitty dinner. Okay, we won't do that. Sorry, it just all of a sudden said bring you on camera. Okay, so give me 1 second. I need to find my next piece. And there. Okay, so we are going on to a piece by Anton Rubinstein. So you've probably heard of Arthur Rubinstein. There's actually no relation. Arthur Rubinstein was one of my favorite pianists of all time, great romantic legend. And so Anton Rubinstein, who was born Jewish, but when I programmed this, I thought he continued his life as a Jew, so depending on who you ask. So what I read about Anton Rubinstein is, before he was 5 years old, his paternal grandfather ordered all members of the Rubinstein family to convert from Judaism to Russian Orthodoxy. Although he was raised as a Christian, Rubinstein would later become an atheist. Russians, his quotes, "Russians call me German, Germans call me Russian, Jews call me a Christian, and Christians a Jew." So we're all inclusive here, so it's all good. It's just a gorgeous melody. And this is for those of you who are, I need to change one other thing. For those of you who are dog lovers and have followed me for a long time with the music that I used to create for dogs, maybe give me a thumbs up or an emoji, because this may sound familiar to you. So this is part of my recordings that I've done in the past. If you have a dog at home, maybe put the word dog in the comments, or their name would be good too. And if you have a dog in your home, they're probably with you right now. So, because the reason why I ask is because I'd love to know, as many of you know, I have a new company now called My Zen Pet, and I'm preparing for a new recording, an album called Doggone Calm. And it's a lot of left-hand music because that's lower frequencies calm the canine nervous system. But I'm contemplating putting this piece on here too. And so if you have dogs at home, Linda, I know you have two dogs listening, Elena and Tammy, you've got dogs at home. Let me know how they respond to this. This is a beautiful melody by Anton Rubinstein. And Gina's here hanging out, if you can see her here. So if you have dogs, I'd love to know, do they snore? How they respond to that? Two Goldens who love your music, Zesty and Jojo. Thanks so much, Linda. And Ian, welcome from Half Bay is watching. So now I'm going on to a composer who was Jewish and wrote this piece that's around 7 Jewish holidays, the 7-branch Candélabre. So Darius Milhaud was actually French Jew, and although he was born in France and spent a lot of his life there, he actually lived in the Bay Area for a while. He taught at Mills College, which is in Oakland. So a lot of Bay Area's people here listening, and so he taught there for quite a while. And so he wrote this piece. I've done the whole thing before, all 7 movements, but I'm just going to do this 2 short movements for what the holidays we're experiencing now. In the Jewish religion, Rosh Hashana, the Jewish New Year, which started last week, and Yom Kippur, which starts tomorrow night. So very short movements to represent both of those holidays. bit of a reflective movement. And Carol, thanks for joining us. And Marla, welcome. Shana Tova to you, and Ricardo, nice to have you. So moving on to a piece we all know. Thank you for the silent applause, the floating emojis, really appreciate it. A piece we all know, Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. Give me a floating emoji, a heart, if you can use any sort of hallelujah right now. I think no matter what our religion is, we all could use some hallelujah, please. I know I could. I have played this piece. I just learned this week. I've always loved the hallelujah. lots of hearts. So hallelujah to good music to feed our souls and nurture us and carry us through these challenging times. I know it's been my saving grace, and I so appreciate you being here for this. So this is an arrangement of Hallelujah that's, we all have our favorites, and I have so many, but one of them is a rabbi from New York that I've streaming services from Central Synagogue. Laura, maybe you can chime in. I know her first name is Angela. She's Asian, and I'm blanking on her last name. It begins with a B. And Laura, maybe you can chime in on that. It's a gorgeous arrangement of Hallelujah in Hebrew. My favorite instrumental version is a group called Time for Three. So it's 3 string players. I heard this live up in Oregon about 10 years ago. And it's so great. And I'm going to check here. We have Kate Larson and some newbies. Fantastic, great. So we're going into here, and Lori, thank you so much. So she put her name, Angela Bushtal, and it's a gorgeous arrangement. It's so beautiful in Hebrew. So this is, I'm going to try and do this justice. I use this page flip that's turning pages. It's a little sensitive. It's turning 2 pages at a time sometime. So anyhow, so this is a little bit of an arrangement I found off the internet combined with a little bit of mine, and hope you just get into the spirit of Hallelujah, because we could all use it right now. One page at a time. hope that lifted your spirits. Thank you for the floating emojis. And it's so fun to play, it's so fun to practice. And JC, thanks for your comments. And as you know, I read all of them later. Thanks, I love all the hearts. So we are moving on to music that is no longer, it's just music written by Jewish composers. And if you've been with me a while, I've got some groupies here, so you've heard these before, but these are pieces that are very, very special to me. Thanks so much. I see all the hearts coming in. Thank you so much. So appreciate it. So the first Chopin etude I ever learned, the Aeolian Harp. It's a rearrangement. Chopin was not Jewish, but another Polish composer was Godowsky. So this was written in the late 1800s. Godowsky rearranged all of the Chopin etudes into even more challenging pieces and did about 6 of them for left hand only. And when I first learned this, and I would probably say even still, hopefully it doesn't sound that way, but it's one of the most challenging pieces I've ever played. So hopefully it won't sound that way. It's all left hand, the melody's all on my thumb, lots of notes. So the Godowsky arrangement of the Chopin Aeolian Harp Etude designed to sound like a harp. You won't find too many recordings of this because it hasn't been done that much. Thank you. So I know we have some new people here, and Liz, how are you? And some people may not know, so very briefly, the reason I play a lot of music for left hand only is because my right hand, for a while, for about a year, that's all I played. Thanks for the hearts. For a while, that's all I played, as my right hand was recovering from 4 surgeries over 3 years to heal 7 fractures from a bad fall. Those are the cliff notes. And so I now do a lot of programs for left hand only combined with my right hand, which I have almost full use of. Well, I make full use of it. I play adaptive piano, so I adjust things. Sarah, how are you? So nice to find some new people here. So moving on to Gershwin, another Jewish composer. And okay, so Gershwin wrote so many, with his brother Ira, wrote, Broadway shows and Porgy and Bass, and just, very famous Rhapsody in Blue and the Concerto in F, and so much music that was crossover, some jazz and classical Rhapsody in Blue. I love these hearts. There's a little delay, and the hearts are still coming in. I love it, so thank you. So he wrote so many melodies that were so beautifully recognized. And so I'm going to close your program with 2 of his most famous melodies, the lyrics written by his brother Ira, but these were rearranged. So my Juilliard professor Earl Wild was also a wonderful arranger as well as pianist, and he arranged 7 Gershwin tunes into Virtuoso Etudes, Virtuoso Studies. And I'm going to play 2 of them tonight, Embraceable You for 2 hands, and it's delay, and I'm just still seeing all these floating hearts. It's so fantastic. Thank you. Embraceable You for 2 hands, and then The Man I Love for 1 hand, which Earl Wild wrote. I've played the arrangement for 2 hands before I had the hand injury, but I didn't know until somewhat the last year that Earl Wild actually wrote the left hand only version first of The Man I Love. So Embraceable You for 2 hands. This is my mom's favorite because it was my dad's favorite, and so Mom, I love you. Glad you're listening from upstate New York. As always, she's been at all of these. It's so great. And 3,000 miles away. And then closing with The Man I Love for 2 hands. And then please stay on. I have some questions for you. I'd love your participation in. Thank you. And as always, I forgot to announce at the beginning, I always welcome you to post your emotions. What are you feeling while you're listening to this music? This music is all about emotions. It's all about from my heart to yours. I want to know what your heart is speaking to you while you're listening. Thank you.